Hello. How are you all doing? Little man in a little van. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Um, Axe handle breaker. Yeah, that was a bit shit. Jock in a box. How are you doing? Awesome video of your trip to the post office. A sentence nobody has ever said before. Hello from Ohio. So happy you're keeping your van. Yeah, I'm keeping it for the time being. Somebody else inquired about it today, but I just put them off. I didn't even entertain the conversation, really. Hello, top dog. All right, Liam, you're looking a bit groomed tonight. Have you got a date? I don't have a date, no. I've got a date with this bag of Doritos. Evening, Phil. Agree on the post office video. How far did you actually walk on the post office trip? I'll tell you how far I've walked on the post office trip. 7.6 miles-ish. No, sorry, 7.6 kilometers. Sorry, I made that sound much worse than it was. You get my coffee order and stickers. Martin, your stickers. This is really annoying. Hold on. I've actually got your stickers here. This is actually your envelope with your stickers in. And I went to the post office today and forgot all of these. And then, not only that, I forgot stamps, but then I sent somebody away to get me some stamps. So I've got 12 stamps now. So they are coming. How's the pup? She's all right. She's over there. She's in season, so all the dogs are going fucking mental over her. So anyway, how's everybody? How's everybody doing? I've not done a live in about a week, have I? So I figured I'd just nip on. I'm not planning on being on long, but you know. I've ordered the limited edition. That's good. How's Jeff doing? I presume Jeff is watching. Justin, Dan, how are you? You fancy nipping on? So the new van situation isn't. I kind of had second thoughts and figured that I quite like this. I know this van. I've spent a lot of money on it. Just bear with me. Dan, I'm going to send you a link on Instagram. Oh. Oh dear. Dan, I've sent you a link on Instagram. Just click that link and it should just bring you straight in. The Lutons are too big. It's really nice. I really like your Luton, Phil, actually. Did you braid your own hair? No, I didn't braid my own hair. Did you see Tiny Planets back in Germany? Yeah. I've not spoken. I mean, I spoke to her a couple of days ago. I normally just see if she's all right. That's it, really. It's normally a very brief conversation we have. She's lovely, though. What are you drinking with them Doritos? Yeah, Phil, we're looking forward to seeing you again, actually. We're looking forward to you bringing us more beer, actually, more than anything. Your personality's all right and everything, but... Shout out, this is Sparta. Imagine going to all the trouble to make up a fake account and the name of Adolf Hitler, downloading a swastika picture, setting it as your avatar, to comment in a trolling way, to just be blocked by Liamtheterrible. Bar Felicia.
Are we in?
We're in now.
Liam, my man.
How are you?
All right, mate. You just caught me having a little jam, to be honest. And I saw you were online. Thought I'd come and say hello.
I've missed you.
Oh, missed you more, mate. You're as crunchy as those crisps you're crunching.
How are you doing anyway?
Oh, I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. I had the funeral yesterday, so you know it is. They're never fun, are they? But that's all dealt with now. Back in my van, happy as Larry. You have to excuse me. I'm kind of tidying as I'm talking to you, mate. Do apologise.
That's all right. I like
what
it.
What have you been doing, mate? Are you still at Mamtor?
Still at the secret place, yeah.
The secret place. I do apologise. I'm just giving you yeah, it's not very secret anymore, is it, mate? Fucking hell.
Still at that secret place, yeah.
How are we for language on here, mate? Are we all right for language? Because you know what I'm like. I'm terrible.
Only French and Bulgarian allowed.
Okay. I mean, I'm not as terrible as you. Never will be. But yeah, I'll try and mind my my mother tongue.
The language is fine. The language is fine.
Oh, that's all right then. That's all right. As long as we're not going to offend all the haters.
No,
don't offend them too much more, do we? Where can I put my phone?
Offending the haters is good. So
yeah. How far down the hole are we going to go then, mate?
Where are you right now?
I'm in the Midlands. Midlands. Actually, I'm not far from sort of Coventry, and between Coventry and Leicester. So yeah, a great place to live in a van. The scenery is second to none. But actually, I think it's quite good around here because all the police know we are. There's only sort of 1 or 2 people who do live in vans, so we don't sort of take up all the area. You know, we're not pissed too many people, and everyone sees us picking the litter up. We always say hello to the dog walkers. What have they got to moan about, mate?
Oh, we've had people taking pictures of us today.
Oh, I'd smile for them, mate. You know, get your bikini on.
Yeah.
How do I see the old chat here? Can I see that? Chat with the other hosts and the guests. Live comment. Is that how we do it?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I can't see you anymore, but I can see some comments.
Would you like to introduce yourself, by the way?
My name is Dan. Hello. I have a YouTube, but I don't upload anything onto it because I'm a complete technophobe, and I don't have Facebook, so you won't find me on there. But I've got Instagram, and that's about it.
Instagram's the best one, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Do you know what it was for me? Years and years and years ago, I got fed up with everyone's bullshit. You know, what's on your mind on Facebook? And I thought, actually, a lot of that I don't need to know. So I thought, I'll keep Instagram because I love seeing people's pictures. I like traveling. I like having a look, you know, seeing what people get up to. So I'll do that. And now you can't load a photo without a bio or a little comment underneath it. And I'm thinking, hang on, I tried to escape this when I deleted Facebook. But now everything's hashtags and you know, you've got to write something meaningful underneath your picture, or a Slipknot lyric, which is just as meaningful. to be fair, mate, there's not one you've put I haven't known yet, so I take pride. I think it's Tom's Van Build as well. Me, you, and Tom's Van Build are hot on the lyrics there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Do you think many of your fans actually realise?
No, they just think you're a really good poet.
Yeah, I was going to say you've got some deep inner like.
Yeah. I get comments on Facebook from time to time saying, "Wow, that's really deep, Liam." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, it's like when that's the thing. I read that and I'll obviously know what song that is, and I can sort of I judge your mood a little bit by what I feel like when I listen to that song, and it's nothing to do with the sentence that you've written. Like no. Or could it be completely to do with the sentence you've written and not the song? Ooh, like that's the fun of it, isn't it? It's who knows, and who doesn't. Oh, yeah. What's today brought you then, mate? The weather's been lovely, hasn't it? You've been sunbathing again?
Well, I went out for a walk. You'd know that if you watch my latest video.
Oh, my bad. To be fair, mate, I've been out. I've been chopping wood and sawing and trying to do funny Instagram stories all day. So I've not really looked at any stuff.
I went for a little walk, and then came back and we've just been throwing axes today, mate.
Now. 1 second, mate. Technophobe. I've lost sound. Right. There you go, got you. Yeah, my stereo connected to the Bluetooth, and I tried to turn the Bluetooth off, and all hell broke loose if you're my brain trying to operate anything electrical other than a saw or a drill.
Wow. This is going to go well then, isn't it, Dan?
It's going to go well, mate. To be honest, I've been quite excited for us to do a live because I thought actually you've done some very formal interviews, mate, and I thought we need to have a party. Like, I'm not going to make your sort of van life audience very happy because I didn't build a van to go and swan around Europe and get all the followers. Actually, it's my fucking home and I love it. Like. So I've got nothing interesting to tell you about my travels, like and people like that. But we can have a party and talk music. And
me and you are very similar.
Yeah. There's 3 people that live in vans, mate. And like, there's 3 types. Like, I don't want to go into this actually because we might.
No, do it. I'm interested. The 3 types of van lifer, according to Dan.
Right. There's the people that do it because they have to. Right. We have an Emily.
Hello. I just
Hi.
want to interrupt. You looked at the fucking moon.
We've got to look at the fucking moon.
Look at it.
Wow.
It's a good moon.
It's a flower moon. That's for the hippies that actually care about that kind of stuff. I'll leave you boys to it now. Bye.
Love you, bye.
That's it. Bye, Felicia. Well, yeah. 3 types of people that live in a van. People that have to. you know, on your ass, no choice. So cheapest option, you know, you've got a driving license, can't afford a place, you're on your own, easiest thing to do. To be fair, I'd say that's half me, but I always wanted to way before then. Like I had a T4 when I lived in a house, and I used to sort of do bits and bobs and whatnot, and I had several vans before, so I always knew I wanted to. But anyway, that one person, the type that's desperate, you know, you've got to. The second person is the person that really, really wants it, you know, loves the lifestyle, just has to be free, you know, doesn't want a neighbor next door so they can play that music loud at 3 a.m, whatever the reason may be. That's pretty much me. I just don't like upsetting people. And, you know, sometimes I stay up late, you know, sometimes I get up early. You know, I'm forever tinkering and playing with tools and drilling and stuff, and I just don't want to upset anyone. So that's like, I just knew that sort of life was for me. And then there's the people with money, and the people with money that just... Anyway, that's all I'll say on that one.
So
I was
going to make a video about this, right?
Yeah.
Basically, I wanted to make a video about what is van life, right? So if you were to say, oh yeah, that person's a van lifer, can you fit all those people into that category? So if I won the lottery tomorrow,
yeah,
which I don't play the lottery, so it's unlikely.
Yeah, same.
If I won the lottery tomorrow and I bought a £500,000 fucking lorry to live in,
yeah,
am I still a van lifer?
Well, yeah, if you live in a van.
And, yeah, and also, what about if I've got a house but have a van, and I go out in my van every weekend, but I still have a house, but I still have a van, and I'm out in the van a lot, and I am passionate about vans, I do everything, am I still a van lifer?
If you're passionate about it, and actually, it's the thing, I don't think there's a definitive line, and that's where everyone gets caught up, because there's not a yes or no answer to this, is there? If it's inside you, it's inside you, man. Like, I believe that. I do believe if you've got something, like there's a lot of people that are in situations that they can't live that life, you know, they've got kids or whatever, or, you know, they're married or whatnot, and it doesn't work for both people, so it's difficult. But it's a deep rabbit hole, man. I think there's a lot of subgenres. I don't think there's just, you know, like, oh, live in a van, whatever. There's a lot of subgenres to it, and it's one of them things. Like, you got van life, it's the tree doesn't stop going, mate, you know. It's a wide spectrum.
The whole like van life thing is a bit more of like a state of mind and an attitude rather than where you actually live or what you. Because, for example, like people that live on boats. When I lived on a boat, although I still had I'm still the same person. So
yeah, I'll tell you one thing is probably a good example. Like, one thing I don't like about van meets is that we just talk about vans. Like, I actually want to sort of hang out and talk to the people as well. Like, when I did that one in the Peaks where you came that night, we had a few of us there with guitars and stuff, you know, and there was some van talk in that, but we had a jam, you know. It was about singing some songs and having a bit of a, you know, get together as well. And, you know, actually, like, me and Paul, you know, obviously Paul, Off-Grid Nomad, we hung out a few nights before everyone else came along, and he got his bike out. And then Ian came along. We were messing about on bikes and talking bikes for a few days before sort of the van meet happened. And obviously, the first time I met Paul, we spoke about transits because we both had a jumbo, but that was quite a short conversation. And then actually, we just got to know each other. You know, we spoke about DJing and music and stuff. And I miss that. I think great vans are a great way to introduce you to people that like the similar lifestyle to you, or may have a similar outlook on life. And it's hard to find them people normally, but I don't think that should be all that we have in common. I think we actually need to hang out and get to know people. You know, there's certain people that I know that live in vans that I don't necessarily like, and they haven't done anything wrong. We're just different kind of people. You know, they're just not my sort of people. I know that if I was sat around with them, I'd probably have a boring evening. That's nothing. They've done nothing wrong. It just means we're different human beings. You know. And I just think actually it'd be nice to actually get to know the people as well, not just the bloody vans they live in, which I think gets lost in Instagram a little bit. I think it becomes a lot about your van. Like, if I put a selfie at me, I don't get half the likes that a picture of my van gets, which I'm fine with, because actually, look at my bloody mug. But
hold on a minute. You look like me, so don't insult me looks, because
I'm
indirect
the
mine as well.
I'm the better looking younger brother.
You're older than me. Wow.
Oh, I'm only Bobby. Is my phone all right there? I've propped her up.
Yeah,
we good
fine.
there?
People
That's
are saying how I've just got an email, somebody screenshot saying that it's like playing Snap because we looked so alike.
What was that game where you had all the faces that flipped up? Guess who? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Has he got a beard? Has he got tattoos? Has he got brown hair?
I feel a bit let down today with my cornrows because if I'd not got my cornrows, I'd have had a hair out. Now,
Hang on.
I've not got a hat here I can wear.
I've took mine off.
Yeah, but my all right. Yeah, we're similar now.
Mine's got a zip up though.
But some people have asked whose beard is longer, and I think that you win that one hands down. My beard.
To be fair, it's been here a long time. Like, it's a beard, man. Yeah.
Mine doesn't grow, man.
My tash is doing well this month. I haven't cut my tash in a little while, and it can hide my mouth now.
Oh, I cut my tash like yesterday, I think it was.
Yeah. To be fair, I had a pint of Guinness a minute ago, and the first few swigs of that were terrible. Like constantly washing my face. I mean, I should embrace it really, but it sits underneath your nose, doesn't it? And I like the smell of a fresh beer in my hand, but not warm Guinness tash while I'm chopping wood and stuff. That's not the one. How long's lockdown going to last then, do you think, mate? There's a new topic.
Well, I'll tell you what, I read the new proposed 5-stage fucking lockdown thing that's coming on, and they're talking about gyms not being open again until October. Now that
everyone's going to be fat.
Well, that kind of says a lot, like the scale of this. If you can't go to the gym till October, then like football matches and concerts and fucking all that bullshit. It's going to be on the spot, man.
I can see in one of these comments here, someone just said the beard has to be coloured. It's quite funny you said that. It's been a thing for years now, and people have asked me if I've dyed my beard. No, it's just fucking dark. It's started to go grey up here anyway, so yeah, and so I answered that anyway. But yeah, I've just thrown. I feel really rude now, mate. I've just thrown you off. You answered my question. I just changed the subject on you, didn't I?
However, basically, what I was getting to there was, I'm so glad that I went to see Slipknot so many times this year. Because Knotfest is cancelled now.
Oh, no way.
Well, that's in August, wasn't it?
Because I actually had that gig. I went to a gig at the start of March. It was the 1st of March. And that was the night I was admitted to hospital with kidney stones. And then I got out of hospital a few days later. The chap offered me free tickets to the next gig. And then a few days later, lockdown sort of started happening and people were dying here, there, and everywhere. And I thought I got quite lucky actually to get seen to and out of hospital and stuff. But I was very lucky to get that gig, you know, because the one I got the free tickets for obviously was cancelled. Yeah. And there's a lot of people that lost a lot of money, you know, and try and get it back and stuff. But it's a shame as well. Like the guy I was just talking about that I went to see. I follow him on Instagram, and every day he's been doing lives, at least like an hour, and he put a few videos up, and he's just playing to people. He was a really nice guy when I met him anyway, so it's sort of thing he would do as a musician is just to, you know, put free shows on every day anyway. So yeah, props to Jared James Nichols, cool dude. Giving everyone free
Simon just asked, who is my mate? And they would like to follow you, so are you going to tell people what your Instagram and that is?
Drifting down, no underscore, just one big word. It's quite clever, that is, really, because it's not, well, it's drifting from place to place now, isn't it? But
meaning.
This is one thing I wanted to talk to you about on live, actually. I've noticed, mate, I think me and you fall into this boat. Same with Leon, Diary of a Van Man. Do you find quite a few people in this sort of scene have come from, I'm going to round it up, extreme sports? Because there's quite a lot of us people I've met, skateboarders, BMXers, drifters, me. Like, I skateboarded for years, never any good, broke ribs and stuff. But, like, I found that a lot. Like, obviously, you BMX, you were pretty good, you know.
And I was into cars as well.
Oh yeah, well yeah, you was in the Volkswagen scene quite a bit, weren't you?
Well,
I'm
I had a
sure.
lot of interviews as well, and I used to drift a little bit as well.
I had a Mark II Golf and a couple of really old Polos and stuff, but never really. Well, I had T4 as well, obviously, but never really had too much. I like rear wheel drive. That was the thing. I learned about rear wheel drive really early,
Yeah.
But I never got into cars. I was a biker. I never got into cars until I had this big bike accident. I couldn't ride bikes anymore. So with the money I got from that, I paid for an intensive course, like for me car test, just for work and stuff like that. I did my car test, and then all of a sudden started pulling handbrakes, and then realised that it's quite easy to control a handbrake turn, and then actually you add a few hundred horsepower into that and rear wheel drive, you can have a lot of fun. It just kind of goes from there, like.
We should try and arrange a time to go drifting. Maybe go Buxton or something.
To be fair, I could speak to my boss. Like, obviously, I was self-employed as an instructor. I was an instructor for nearly 10 years, and I was self-employed. I don't do it so much anymore, but it is more out of choice. Like I think the last few drift days I've done has just been sort of just showboating, to be honest. You've got like the pay for passenger rides at Truckfest and stuff like that, when you take people out, do a few laps and whatnot. I do a lot of the passenger driving with that, but I haven't done anything in quite some time now. But I could probably have a word and see if I can get a few little van life drift day. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
That'd be really good.
A load of us in MX5s with the roof down, bashing the doors off each other.
Yeah. Nice to have an MX5 as well.
Do you know what, mate? I took the piss out of them for so many years until I started teaching people to drift in them. And actually, you've got to drive the wheels off them little things to get them to, do what you want it to do.
Yeah.
And if you can control one of them, you're a good ass driver. Like they take some pedaling, that's for sure. But they haven't got much steering lock. They're underpowered. You've got to really drive it on the edge of grip to get it sideways, and keep it there. Yeah. You've got to tap dance on the clutch, like. But sorry, this is not van life now. Drifting. This is what I was on about earlier.
I had a Unos. I had a Unos as well. That's what I had. A Unos.
Yeah. Was it an import? Was it an import with the limited slip diff?
I don't. No, it didn't have LSD. No.
Oh, one wheel peel.
Yeah, but I had I bought a E30 estate with a welded diff.
Nice. I bet it was about 400 quid, wasn't it?
At the time, it was about 400 quid. Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. And then about 10 years ago, no, not even 10 years ago, 8 years ago, I had an E46 and I welded the diff on that myself.
Yeah. The best thing I ever got. I'll move the camera now. I've got a picture of my E46 here on my wall. You'll have seen this before, but other people won't. This means a lot to me because actually, if you know a bit about cars, we've got a standard suspension, full leather interior, and we're about 2 feet away from a 6-foot steel wall there. But yeah, it's life, man. That's what we're living for. Yeah, but that car got the full treatment. That had full roll cage in it, lock mods, obviously, welded diff, rear subframe support, because on the E46s, the subframes fall out the floor. Yeah, loads of bits and bobs to that. I love the Volvos, though, mate. I started drifting in Volvos. Like the old 340. Yeah, I had a 340 with a Clio Williams 2-litre F7R engine in it. And then I had a Volvo 940 Estate. I put a big hybrid turbo on and blew it to smithereens down the A45. But yeah, there's quite a few. I've still got some funny pictures of those, to be fair. I should upload more to my Instagram, but I try and keep it van related. But actually, I should just post what I bloody want. And I'm getting there, mate. I'm getting there, but it's hard, isn't it?
I'm looking forward to it. Let's make Drift Day actually happen.
Oh, it'll happen. I mean, don't get me wrong. We might have to chuck a few quid in each, but it's not going to be, hundreds as it would be. Well, I'll sort something out, like. But I have to remember that we're on a live here, mate. I'm just having a chinwag with you.
Yeah.
Have we got some questions? Who said what? Because I've not been looking at any of the chat.
If anybody wants to ask Dan any questions, feel free.
Yeah, because is there any way of doing half? Because basically, I've got the 2 little cameras at the top and then a big blue screen. How do I get the chat onto that bit? That'd be awesome. I ain't got a fucking clue either, mate. Sorry. Technophobe Dan, eh? I can pedal a car, but I ain't got a clue how to use a mobile phone.
I'm going to fit a 180 into a T4 400 brake horse. Getting 400 brake horse out of a 180 is not going to be that easy, is it? It's a difficult one, that. Takes some work.
Don't mean to offend anyone here, right? But I think the 1.8 turbo is such an overrated motor. Like, to have to strap a turbo to it and extra valves to get 150 horsepower. It's not a great motor when you can get 150 horsepower out of a, you know.
And actually, Volkswagen's
This is me being bitter. Ignore me.
no, but it's a good point. Volkswagens are always made underpowered engines.
Yeah, but then it's like BMW. The E46 6 cylinders are good to rev to nearly 8k, but they limit them to 6,450. Where I had my rev limit at 7,300, and it sat there all day long around the track and never blew it up once. It's safety, I think, isn't it? A lot of it.
But do you rate the AE86?
AE86.
Yeah.
My one of my best friends when I was younger had an AE86. I couldn't afford one, hence why I went for the Volvo 340. I have some videos of us drifting both our cars, and they were very matched and very capable. And oh yeah, you're making me sad because actually, yeah, I've got some good memories. Damn good memories. I'm gonna get a beer. Beer with me. I'm just in my fridge that doesn't exist.
Dan, you've got some questions.
Yes, mate. I'm sorry, I've not been looking because I can't see them. Go on, far away.
Have a read. Have a read.
Oh, hang on. I'll have to click on then. Hang on. What we got? Do you rate the A86? Yes, I do. Yes, they're very good. Little man and little van. Hello. Sorry, what do I have? I have a Transit Jumbo. I know you guys don't like Transits on this channel, do you? Thing is, I don't like Sprinters, but I like a Mark 1. So it balances out, I think. I've got a Mark 6 Transit because I don't like the newer ones. And I can't fit in an older one because I'm too tall. Right, questions. What we got? Liam, Broken Road, walking to the post office sounds like a great start to the song I could write. All right, yeah. Noted. How long have I been playing the guitar? Right, I'm a drummer. So this is a hard one to answer. I'm a drummer and I love all types of music. Well, I got really into the blues a few years ago, and I just wanted to sort of make noises by myself in my van. I thought, well, I'll make a guitar, and I made one out of a Quality Street tin with 2 strings, and it lives under my bed. Actually, I've still got it. The very first one I ever made, and I made a couple for friends, and just sort of started playing with a little bit of slide, and then I'm currently learning how to finger pick, and for me, it's just learning where the sounds are on a fret.
You're learning how to what?
Huh?
What are you learning to do?
Finger pick.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. I'm trying to learn finger style. Like,
I thought of something completely different when you said that.
Yeah, but when it's me and you should be thinking that way. So that wasn't incorrect. It's just that we're on a live at the moment.
Oh dear, I'm sure.
Don't worry. we were going to talk about that library ages ago, weren't we? I remember that was one thing we wanted to talk about. We were having a fucking hell. We were talking about books. Do you remember months and months ago? We were like, we need to do a live and talk about our libraries.
Talk about our libraries, yeah. The thing is, I've got one book that everybody gets pissed off about. That Chav's book.
Oh, okay. Why does everyone get pissed off about that?
Everybody gets pissed off about it because it's by Owen Jones. And Owen Jones is a raging lefty, and nobody likes raging lefties anymore.
There's something I should point out here, and that you personally probably won't like about me. I'm not too clued up on current affairs. I try and keep my head out of the news, and I'm very much step back and stay in my own bubble. So you will lose me on a lot of topics. I know you like to keep up to date with your politics, and rightly so. Actually, I do feel a bit of an idiot for not doing so, but I struggle enough in my little bubble, mate, without involving everyone else's. Sometimes
there is a saying though, Dan. There is a saying, and that's ignorance is bliss. So you're not
ignorance is very much bliss.
Yeah. So you're not doing.
I'm an overthinker, mate. I'll sit and worry about it, and if I can't directly change that, why sit and stress myself out about that? Like, I do my little things that I think I'm improving the world with, and I think doing little things is at least something, as opposed to just sort of seeing and hearing everything and doing nothing, I guess. So I don't know. I try and mind my own business, I think, is the old school phrase for that, isn't it? Just keep my nose to myself. I've got to turn the comments off for a bit because I can't see you, mate. There you are. You're so beautiful. Look at you. Look at your little face. Look at your little smile. Look, I got a smile out of him. I've spilled Guinness everywhere. Liam the Delectable. What a man.
Somebody wants to have a look around your van.
Round my van? Oh, cool. Yeah, okay. Hang on, let me turn the lights and shit on. The lights and stuff on. Sorry, that's not how we talk to people, is it? Right, I'm on a phone, so we're not very good at it. Right, so that is, it's messy. It's not tidy. That's my sink. That's my general worktopy plant area. A little shelf up there. I've got a 7 foot long double bed because I'm tall. My guitar lives up there. Little telly on wall for playing the PlayStation 1. I've got a stick because I like sticks, and the Outranet's a cool place. Everyone should go out there every now and then. I mean, I know not in lockdown because we're not allowed, but when you're allowed, everyone should get the fuck out more. So that's my van. Is there anything anyone actually wants to see specifically, or was my tour all right? So Martin did a van tour a year ago, and it took less than a minute in his van tour video. Literally, got him with his GoPro, did a sweep, said 3 things, put it on YouTube.
So basically, Dan, what I've established in knowing you is that you're better looking than me. You've got a better beard than me. You can drum better than me. You can drift better than me. Well, your van's bigger than mine.
Yeah, but that's only my van.
Honestly, I'm not packing down there either. So,
mate, I'm only tall. Big feet don't mean nothing.
I kind of hate knowing you in a way because you're everything that I'm not. You're young as well.
It was funny because literally when I met Paul that night in the Peaks, he says, "Oh, have you met Liam yet?" And I was like, "No, I know who he is, and I think he knows who I am, but we've just not connected yet." And then he's like, "Oh, you should just speak to Liam. You guys will get along." Like, and I can't remember. I think it was that weekend. You'd followed me, and I was like, "Oh, I'll follow him back." Like, it was so fucking pathetic and Polish. Like, why don't I just follow this bloke and have a chat to him? Do you know what I mean? It took meeting Paul to be like, actually, yeah, this dude's all right. Like, I tell you what it was, mate. It was this post today. I was like, I've got to give someone else a chance to be able to see him in my feed. But you've calmed down. You've calmed down. I give you due. You've got good content now.
I've honestly tried to limit myself to 3 posts a day.
Yeah. No, to be honest, mate, you're a lot better than you were. You're all good. I love you, man. I love you. You're great.
Oh dear. Oh, it pays the bills. Oh dear. Where are you? Somebody said, "Where are you from?"
I'm from Rugby. No, well, just down from the Brummie accent, down from the Leicester accent, up from the Northampton accent. A bit, yeah, just trapped. To be honest,
it's a mediocre.
You got like I think it's like the Welsh border. Then you've got sort of like the Scottish border, and the rest is just kind of like a prison. I think, isn't it? Really? We're all from the same box.
You've not got an accent that I can take the piss out of.
No, that's the problem, isn't it? Do you know what? If I spend a lot of time in a place or around certain people, I tend to very easily pick the accent up, but not very strongly. Just like the odd thing. You know, I don't go to London once and turn Cockney, but you know, I tend to, if I stay in an area, I will pick up the accent by accident. You know.
By accident.
But well, the centre of England is a village called Meriden, miles away, so right in the middle.
When are we going to see each other again?
As soon as this lockdown's over, mate, because you're not even that far away. There's no excuse. You're an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
Literally, Derby's up.
When lockdown's over, I'll probably be working back in Stoke again. So
that's only down the road, yeah. I'm assuming Stoke, Birmingham, not Stoke, Coventry, like up north, just north of Birmingham, like.
Yeah. We'll have to figure something out where we can.
Well, you've got in between here and there, you've got sort of Cannock and all that way, haven't you? Cannock's got some nice places to park up and stuff. Like.
Well, I was just thinking we could just go and like rub each other's beards together.
If you've got oil, I'd like to rub the whole of you against me. Emily's not in the van. She can't hear.
She can't
I'm
hear.
safe.
It's fine.
She'll be. I thought this is where she's in her van watching now.
No, she'll be dancing around to the moon.
Sorry.
She'll be dancing around because of the moon.
Mm. Oh, she's outside. Yeah, she's too busy outside. She's dancing around the fire with the moon. You're right. Exactly right.
Yeah.
I'm too busy in here on YouTube.
Mr.
Got an
W
accent I can piss that of.
Mr. W says, if you want to see each other, just look in the mirror. He's got a point.
They are. That's right. Yeah, but it's like that thing, isn't it? When it's not the same. It's not the same as you know, and like the beards feel different as well.
Yeah, it's true. Mine's a bit coarse, to be honest.
We're both beardos.
Beardos.
I've got back on the comments for a minute now. I've missed loads. Whenever I click onto it, it's only the very last ones that come up. So I'm sorry, guys, but I'm reading what I can. We have to be careful lighting the barbecue. Honestly, yes. And do you know what I do? I'll show you what I do, which is really stupid, right? Every day, I'll get my hob out in the morning, right? I'll put my hob here in this square here. There's my mirror. Yeah. Oh, where are we pointed? There. There's my mirror. That's where I put the hob. So I put the kettle on. I light the kettle, and I got that in the fucking mirror, right? Dangling that in me fire every day. I don't know why I haven't set fire to myself yet. I really don't. I'm very lucky. I'm very grateful to have not set myself on fire just yet, as well. So how are the police treating you anyway? Where you are, mate?
We got a couple of police visits today, but they've not said anything to us.
I had a check-up yesterday. Oh, go on.
Weirdly, we had blue lights and everything today. Well, this evening, just before I came on live, the police came down in a police van with blue flashing lights, and then just turned around and drove off with blue flashing lights.
Oh, warning! Bye.
Yeah, it's just like
I had a visit yesterday, but literally he just pulled in and said, "Are you guys all right?" And I said, "Yeah, I've got a tap round the corner, and there's Ben's quarter of a mile away. I'm all right." And they were like, "Cool, see you in a bit." And I've been here a month. And that's the first time. So I'm not offending anyone here, that's for sure. I've had no end of locals asking me if I need anything. Like it's a shame. It's a shame there's been people getting grief, because actually, like I see a lot more locals walking about now, because obviously they're all locked down and then using their one exercise a day. But no one's annoyed with me being there. Everyone sort of comes up and says, like, I've had a few people inquire about guitars, because I make guitars, don't I? I've had a few people come and ask, like, to see them and that. So yeah, I've had no bad experience through this lockdown in a van. Like, I'm not saying that in a smug way. I'm just saying that to actually reassure a few people. I know there's a lot of people that are worried at the moment, and I've spoke to a few people that have had some really negative encounters, especially with people trying to sort of scare them off and whatnot.
And you tend to only hear about the negatives as well, don't you?
Exactly, yeah. And actually, like I say, here's a good example. Emily's leaf spring collapsed on her van. She parked it up and the spring snapped. I've got plenty of tools and stuff in here, but I didn't have some big old spanners what we needed. Anyway, so she put a message up on the village's Facebook group. I know this is Facebook, and I'm on Facebook, and I've just said I don't use Facebook, but anyway, Emily put it up on the village's Facebook group, basically saying, does anyone have any big spanners, sort of thing? And does anyone need anything? And anyway, it turns out that a chap replied, or no, his wife replied, and they're on a 12-week lockdown because of their health issues. And they've got a really ill dog as well that needs sort of a specific type of food and all that sort of stuff. So basically, he said he'll lend me a load of bottle jacks and some big bits of wood and all the big spanner kit and stuff for nothing. And I said, "Oh, cool. I'll go to the shop, get your dog some food then." So I borrowed the spanners and stuff. Went and fixed the van. Went and got him some food. Took him back. Took all his tools back. He didn't have a clue who I was. Just some random guy that's borrowed his tools. And I took his tools back. Lovely bloke. Like, obviously kept our distance and stuff. I'll put the tools in the wheelbarrow and like wheeled up his drive, like. But yeah, he was dead chuffed because then his dog had food. He had nothing to worry about there. And just try to do little things, don't we? Like, there's not a lot to do. I'm lucky. I can sit and I can make a guitar, or I can start sanding a neck or something. I've got practical things that I can do it. And I know that a lot of people that are stuck. If you're not very crafty, it's hard to find things to do unless you just want to binge Netflix like constantly. Yeah, so like the village here is tiny. There's two main roads and a couple of cul-de-sacs. So I've literally walked the whole village with my litter picker the other day, like not for clout, just because I was bloody bored and had nothing to do.
Yeah.
So it's like, actually, it took me only half an hour, but all the people that were at home looking out their windows have then sort of seen that someone, the person in a van that hasn't paid the premium that they've paid to live in a nice place like this, actually are not tarnishing it, you know, doing something all right. Because I think it's difficult when we park in really nice places and there's lots of nice houses there. Because I could understand if I'd worked my ass off for 50 years to buy a nice house and then there was some fucking noisy twats parking 100 yards away, you know, not really giving a shit sort of thing. Like, so it's balance, isn't it, man? Like, you've got to treat others how you want to be treated, but also take their feelings into consideration. Like, I'm parked near a nice village. Like, there's not a nasty bit in this village. It's all quite nice houses. So I just try and be respectful, you know. Like, there is another one a couple of miles away where we've parked before, and we've had loads of people giving us sort of trouble there. But that was pre-lockdown. That wasn't lockdown. That's just snooty. Like, yeah, oh, we don't want you parked around here, sort of thing, which is understandable. Like, two shitty transits and a beautiful field at the edge of your village is a bit, you know, sometimes you don't want it. But
well, we're out of the way up here, but we're still getting animosity from locals and farmers and things. But
yeah, from people that shouldn't be up there.
We're not leaving sight hardly ever. We're not giving anybody any grief. We're quiet. We're not
unless they're tending to animals. Yeah, unless they're tending to animals, then what, you know, why have they got to be out bothering you? And if you're nowhere near the animals, then
exactly, yeah.
I mean, the only reason they come out is they're bored and need something to do as well. Oh, come on, then let's go and kick them all out. Like, actually, stay at home, then you won't come nowhere near us. Like,
yeah, and unfortunately, I think it's the whole fear of travellers thing as well, because there's a few of us here.
Yeah,
you can understand people's fear, but obviously their fear is also ignorant, because they assume that all travellers are bad, and it's sort of like an old age racism thing. But people see us and think, oh, they're travellers also, so we're going to look down on them and give them shit, basically. We don't want them near our village.
I think we could easily solve this by just all wearing rainbow bikinis.
That's true, because I've never seen a gypsy wear a rainbow bikini. And
if you did, he'd be definitely more approachable than a pair of Levi's and a striped white shirt.
Yeah, we'd all be equal. If everybody on the planet wore rainbow bikinis, we'd all be equal, regardless of colour or creed. So it's not a bad thing, actually. I don't think.
I see. Racism annoys me because we're fucking humans. It's one race, isn't it? Human race.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Have a bit of a darker tan than others. Whatever. Like, fucking got time for that shit. This is why I keep myself in my little bubble. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I haven't got you know, I'm not racist, but like, I just can't deal with all that crap. You know, like,
that's even in some
humans are humans, man.
Even in some of my more recent videos, the police have made jokes about travellers. Well, at least you're not travellers. And we're like,
really?
well, we're living in fucking vans, mate. There's a fine line. You know what I mean? Like,
see, I know a family of travellers that live local to us in houses, but they're actually really nice people. They've done their road life, and they're sort of a bit older now, like, but they're really fucking nice. Like, I don't know if that's just to me or whatever, but
yeah,
I get it. You've always got shitty people. Like, there's shitty van lifers as well as
there
shitty travellers.
Absolutely. And this is another thing, actually, another subject that I've been wanting to toy with the idea of making a video about is how the whole hashtag van life looks very glamorous on Instagram and stuff. And it can be. However, within van life and within van lifers, there are some dicks and there are fallouts and there is a lot of fucking drama and bitching and bullshit. It's like any other community. It is full of just, you know, unnecessary shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of clout chasing as well.
Yeah, there is. Yeah,
but this is where I think I've struggled, and I don't know. This is just me personally. Like, I'm an only child, and I've been an introvert for a long time. You know, I've always sort of liked my own space and stuff. So it's like I find it. I've got a very
sort of small circle of people I'd sort of get along with anyway. And that's like I was saying before, like you've got to have other things in common. It's not just that you sort of live in a van and stuff like. But I've lost my train of thought now. I've gone down the rabbit hole. I've had a beer and quarter, and I've lost my trail.
You caught your own reflection in that mirror, and that's it. You've lost what you're thinking about.
Yeah, I looked at the phone. I was admiring your face, and that was it. I lost where I was going with that. But yeah, I do that quite a lot. That's definitely one of my traits. Is I'll try to explain something properly, and I'll toddle off the track so far that I'll just forget what I'm trying to go to. So, sorry, guys. Apologies for that.
And also, everybody's asking if you've got a channel, but you don't have a channel, do you?
Do you know what I do? I have a YouTube. It's drifting down, but I don't upload anything to it. There's just a couple of old burnout videos from like the drift days. But I have a lot of people asking me to. And if you see from my Instagram story today, you'll see why I don't record things very often, because I just don't get things done. I'm very much I'll feel like doing something. I'll get all my tools out. I'll crack on with it, and then I go, oh, I've done that. I'll take a picture. I really do need to kick my ass into gear and do some stuff. Like, I like to think I've got a good sense of humour. Like, you know, I tell a few jokes and stuff, and I've built a few vans, so I know a couple of bits and bobs. So I could probably do something, but there's a lot of good content out there. You know, there's a lot of good informative van life content. So what would I make my channel about? Because I don't want to do, here's how you fit a skylight. This is how you cut an insulation board. This is how you fit a diesel heater. There's fucking millions of them videos. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's why I don't make them.
Yeah, I've had this fully sideways around a roundabout in the wet, fully loaded. If I could record that, I'd post it. I'd say, here's how to take it home, full lock sideways and not crash it. I don't do it very often, but you know, like that's probably why I don't do it, because I just, with me not drifting so much anymore and not actually traveling around as much as I'd like in the van, unless you just want to see me tinkering in it and learning to play guitar, there wouldn't be a lot of content. So actually enjoy the chaps like Liam and the people that are, you know, putting good quality content out there, and leave the weird introverts like me just to sit and watch everything. You can find me on Instagram.
When me and you see each other again, we're gonna make a video together.
I was going to say this, mate. Yeah, definitely. I'll happily sit down and we'll chew the fat over a few beers and whatnot.
Yeah, we'll do something.
Maybe have a game of cards or something.
Somebody wants you to explain what clout chasing means.
Just doing it for the likes. Just doing it for the. Trust me, I was an attention seeker. I've got ADHD. I was an attention seeker my whole way through school. Like, I know what it's like wanting attention, right? Yeah, just there's a lot of people that don't do it for the love of just having a bloody van and enjoying it, and that's I'm very much about having a van and enjoying it. This is why I'll go 4 or 5 days and I won't have posted anything, but I'll have seen a hell of a lot of nice things out my window. But I'm too busy just, you know, like, and hats off to the people that have got the time to sit there and like set cameras up and do stuff like I watched a lot of Martin's videos, and there's a lot of him driving when he's on his own, and I think he has to jump out, run halfway down the road, set his camera up, drive past it, you know, pick his camera back up. Hats off to him for doing that, because actually he's providing for everyone to watch. But I can't. I'm too busy driving, man. Like, trying to get on with it, like, you know.
It is. I don't think that people watching YouTube understand how much effort goes into a YouTube video. So,
massive amounts.
I literally have my camera in my hand all day, and
for a 10-minute video.
Yeah, for a 10-minute video. That's it. Once I'll film 2 hours of footage. It'll come out as a 10-minute video. It'll take me an hour to edit. It'll take me an hour to upload at the minute because the internet's shit.
I'll tell you 1 second I dislike.
Yeah. And then people giving me shit. I've had people giving me shit tonight.
The notification was pop up and they go, dislike, fucking dislike now, thumbs fucking down. Julian, you're not getting this 10 pence. Fuck you.
Right, I upload at 7 PM and you can guarantee it's a 10-minute video, and by 7:05, every single time I've got 6 dislikes.
Really?
The same number every time. Fucking hell. It's so funny.
Do you reckon you know who they are?
I've got a good idea. They're probably ex-wife related, I imagine.
Yeah.
But
Do you-
also, I've got people. Somebody commented on my bad attitude today.
Oh, okay. Do you know what? I saw that. I saw that you posted about that, and I think actually, like, I had a friend of mine that always come across as a dick, but I really liked him, and it wasn't until sort of we all grew up a bit that everyone actually realised that he was just honest. He was just very matter of fact about things, and actually everyone really liked him for that as we grew up. But maybe it's just one of them. Maybe just people don't like hearing stuff, and people don't like to hear what they don't want to hear, do they? At the end of the day.
But that's usually probably one in every 200 comments is a negative one, and you cannot please everyone.
Right, all attention is good attention.
But that's true.
Because if somebody shares your video because they hate it, that's a share. That's two views as opposed to one.
Yeah. And when they comment, when they comment, I go interactions and views, and then I'll comment, wind them up. They'll comment again, and it counts as another interaction, another view, and all along they don't understand that every time they do that, every time they reply, they're just making money. It's just mental. They don't understand it.
So it's like the whole buying followers and stuff thing. Like all you're doing is ruining your own account by doing that. Because if you've got a certain, like a set percentage of interaction, and then you double your follower count, your interaction then halves. So then I'm just posting content because they think it's shit. So actually, by buying that, you're shooting yourself in the foot anyway. Like I've worked bloody hard to get my few followers that I have got, because like I mean I've had some nice cars in the past, and when I've switched accounts through and stuff, and like done a lot of drifting and things like that, and actually like it took me a long time to get the few followers that I've got. You know, it's fucking hard work, and I think you get what you deserve. In all honesty, I think if you deserve thousands of followers because you've got great content, wicked, fair play to you, man. I think if you've got hundreds and hundreds of thousands because you just share other people's photos all the time, it's kind of bullshit.
But also, the power of Instagram means that you can be an absolute piece of shit and still have millions of followers. Look at these like so-called social media influencers that just literally all day selling bullshit, selling fucking swimming trunks and shit like that.
Yeah, mate. At least you can drink your bullshit. At least you can wear your bullshit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
You're giving something back. Like actually, everyone loves fucking coffee, and if they can support you and get a cup of coffee at the end of it, fair play, mate. Do what you can. There's a lot.
I don't need to beg for money off people. I don't want to beg for money off people. I'd rather have some sort of sustainable.
I watched that video twice actually, and I thought a lot about that. And actually, I can understand why someone living in a house or whatnot, or just somebody I don't want to do it, but normal, or you know, just normal society would assume that is asking for begging. But actually, you're completely right about the content in that. If you're doing a lot of things for YouTube and providing content for people, then you'd be stupid not to let them have an input on that. And if people do want to, like you say, hand over old stuff that's kicking about and being wasted, why not? Because then it provides better content for everyone to watch. So you're going to get haters, mate, because you're begging, because everyone wants something for free. Like, so everyone's going to see that. But I want to be given free installation. Installation's expensive. Like, everyone's going to think that. But, you know, they got a YouTube channel with thousands of followers, you know, thousands of subscribers, and that are watching it all the time and actually sitting back in the evening in the lockdown, being bored and getting entertainment from watching that. There's the question. So,
and more, if I took on a new van, I would be creating more videos for people to watch, which is paying really, because it costs me. Like the YouTube revenue, I don't think people understand. I've been putting out
peanuts.
I've been putting out a video a day for the last month, and I've not even really earned a day's wage, really.
Yeah, it's peanuts, mate. I've seen the specs on some of my other mates' accounts and stuff, and it's crazy. Like, you've got to work hard to actually earn a living off it. Work really hard, mate. Right, I'm going to flick through some comments and see what we've got. Lavazza coffee. I think Liam's would probably be better, to be honest. I'm yet to try Liam's coffee, if I'm honest.
It's better than that. I was going to ignore that comment.
I'm scrolling now. Right, Bearded Bro. Oh, I've spoke to you before, Bearded Bro. Who else we got here? Yeah, I know. To be fair, I recognise a few names here that of people I have spoken to before when Liam's done other lives, and I've been just chatting in the comments. Do me an ad, guys, and I'll follow you back because a few of you I've spoken to before. Like, I'm all about that sharing life, man. What we got? Why does Dan speak in such a funny accent? From a Welshman, I speak lovely, boy. Oh. To be fair, jack of all trades, master of none, and all that nonsense, right? I can do a little bit of lots of accents badly. I can't do any accents well. Like, to be fair, I replicate them all really badly. Don't know, because people are going to start picking accents now. Right, next subject.
No, we're not going down that rabbit hole. We're going to be ending this soon. It's already out. I'm not looking. We'll do a live just on accents one day.
Yeah, mate. I'll have to stay off the beer if I'm going to do that. From a South African, I've had a few beers. If I try and do South African after a few beers, I don't know what it comes out as.
Just sound like Scouse.
Yeah, Scouse African.
Scouse African, yeah. Liam, it says, Liam, I'm going to buy some coffee, but how? Go to liamtheterrible.com and buy some. Do either of you look your ear hair? I'll be honest, just recently I have pulled a few hairs off my ears.
Guys, if any of you got endless cash lying around as well, I don't receive furlough, so I'm just going to plug myself, Liam. I hope you don't mind. I make guitars. If any of you want a cool ass guitar, like, go to my Instagram. I've got a little Etsy shop, but I do custom orders. Go and buy a cool ass guitar because I'm skint, and this is what pays for my life. So thanks for that, Liam. Sorry, mate. Just going to steal your show.
No, it's fine.
Cool
that's the whole point. Everybody.
That's not begging. I'm promoting. So fuck you, haters.
You're just trying to run a business.
That's it. And everything's made in the van, handmade, hand tools. I've got no power tools. So you want something authentic and handmade that sounds cool as shit, let me know.
How much
Well, right. So I'll be brief, Liam.
It's fine. No, crack on.
This is sold. This is this cigar box is from 1950. This one says on the back. That's a little 3-string one, hand carved neck. That is £75. That one's sold though, so you can't buy that. Got a tin one here, which is a 4-string, a little bit of a longer scale on it. Slightly different wood on the neck. I'm not going to go into details of all that. That one's 90. But then you can get a really special. This one has got a resonator cone inside. And if you know anything about guitars, it was a pain in the ass to make. And it's an African walnut neck. It's got a fretboard. Like everything's either recycled or handmade. And this costs a lot and took about a month to make. So I don't make any money out of labour, mate. Honestly, I have to just sell them for sort of parts, really, because they take so long to make.
We want to hear it. Play one.
You want? I don't. I'm a drummer. I don't play them. Okay, hang on. Let us compromise. I'll do a live with Liam one night. I'll prep some stuff. I'll tune everything up, and I'll play some songs. Agreed? But not tonight because I've had a few stuff. So I promise you, I will.
Listen, we're going to wrap things up because it's been an hour.
An hour? You bored of me already?
Well, I'd like to try and limit it to an hour.
No worries. That's cool, man.
Everybody say thanks to Dan for coming on, and Liam will sing. I won't sing. We'll do a Slipknot song.
Yeah. Actually, we'll do that. We'll sing gently, naked, with oil in the next video.
Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good.
But yeah, Drifting Down on Instagram. You won't find me anywhere else.
Follow Drifting Down on Instagram. But also, you've got a page for your thing, haven't you?
Yes, Dan's Diddleys. But to be honest, if you go on Drifting Down, my link's in my bio for my guitars, so you'll find it there.
And go buy all his guitars, and also pre-order guitars, so he's got something to do during lockdown.
I've got a big selection of boxes, cigar boxes, tins, all sorts of stuff, loads of different nice hardwoods. Don't just look at my Etsy and think that's all I've got for sale. Message me, I'll send you some pictures. We'll talk. Don't feel like I'm grabbing you into something. If you don't like the idea of it, cool, no worries. Like, I'll tell you how much things could be. You know, it's all laid back, man. Just drop me a message.
Nice one. Anyway, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome, my friend. You're very welcome.
I'm
And
excited.
thank you, everyone, for the questions and for being lovely.
Right, I'll see you soon. Bye. Love you. Bye.